So now I'm going to go through some of the charts which show a correlation between the use of glyphosate-based herbicides on GMO soy and corn, or the acreage of GMO soy and corn, or both, with specific diseases. Now, it's important to note that these are correlations. Just because they move together does not mean that Roundup causes the disease. This is inflammatory bowel disease correlated with glyphosate-sprayed herbicides on GMO soy and corn. You can see a very tight control. The number is 0.9378. If it were a perfect line, exactly, it would be a 1. So it was a pretty close correlation. But on this basis alone, we can never say that A causes B. But when you understand that when people stop exposing themselves to glyphosate and GMOs, and 85% of those who report it to us get better from digestive conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, and pig farmers say that when they take their animals off of the Roundup-ready soy, they get rid of the diarrhea and their digestive problems. Same with the intractable diarrhea of pets, as described to me by veterinarians. And when you have plausible causative pathways about how glyphosate can cause gaps in the walls of the intestines and change the gut bacteria and damage the internal microvilli, etc., when you have all of these together, then these data are quite supportive and important as part of the bigger picture. Having said that, I'm now going to share with you many slides, many diseases. And I want you to just look at these whoops, trying to hit the, here we go. I can't get the, here we are. Just look at this slope here. Just look at the slope to see the correlation. I'll read the name of the disease, so you can focus on that so we can go through these quickly. This is inflammatory bowel disease. This is deaths due to intestinal infection. Peritonitis, an inflammatory disease of the digestive tract. This is liver and bile duct cancer. Kidney and pelvic cancer. Urinary and bladder cancer. Thyroid cancer. Deaths due to acute myeloid leukemia. Kidney failure and death. Kidney injury. Hepatitis C. Autism in 6-year-olds. This is a 0.9972 correlation. And this is comparing glyphosate as applied over 4 years total. So it showed an accumulation of glyphosate exposure to our food supply, which made the correlation even tighter. Diabetes. I can't read that. What does it say? Stroke. Deaths due to stroke. Dementia. Senile dementia deaths. Alzheimer's deaths. Deaths from Parkinson's disease. Deaths due to obesity. Deaths due to high blood pressure. Anemia. Insomnia. Sleep disorders. Celiac disease. Birth defects, congenital birth defects. Deaths due to disorders of lipoprotein metabolism. Anxiety. Suicide by overdose. Schizophrenia. ADHD. So These diseases are very serious. I believe that they are exacerbated and possibly created for some individuals from GMOs and Roundup. And I base that on some of the evidence we've shared today.